Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Coach Jeff here with Asiamah Academy, and today I got a good video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about the real way to learn how to shoot the ball. Okay, you guys probably heard of the term B.E.E.F, B-E.E.F. We're going to really learn about B.E.E.F, all right? And when we get into this video, you guys are going to learn that one of these letters is a myth, all right? One of these letters is a myth. It's not a real thing. It's a lie. All right, it's a lie. Not everybody shoots the same way, okay? So one of these letters is gonna be a myth, so you're gonna have to make sure you watch this video to fully understand why it's a myth, and then you're also gonna learn the proper way to shoot the basketball, all right? What you need to be looking for when it comes to following B.E.E.F and how to shoot the ball as a basketball player, all right? So make sure you guys watch the video all the way through so that you guys can catch it, all right? Now, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. What we like to do, man? Asiamah Academy. So I have a free shooting plan workout, all right? If you guys are interested, all you have to do is email me at asiamahacademy@gmail.com. It's a good shooting workout, all right? It gives you the basics from how you can start close to the rim and work your way out, okay, and help you become a better shooter, all right? So I'll send it to you for free. All you got to do is email me at asiamahacademy@gmail.com, and I'll send it right over to you. There's no strings attached. There's no catch, nothing like that. Just send me your email. I got you. I'll send it right over to you, okay? It's a free shooting workout, all right? It's going to help you become a better shooter. Okay, so we're learning about B.E.E.F, right? Like I told you guys, one of these letters is a myth, and we're gonna get into it right now. So the first letter is B, right? Stands for balance. And this is 100% right. You gotta make sure your balance is good. If you bring the ball up the court and you try to pull up and you're off balance while you shoot the ball, you're not gonna have a good chance of making a shot, okay? If you come from the block and you sprint up to the three-point line or right here to the free throw line, and you get the ball from here and you catch it and you're fading this way, and you try to shoot it, you're not gonna make the shot. It's gonna be really tough to make the shot. So you gotta make sure that when you come and you shoot the ball, right, you gotta make sure you either land in the same spot or you land just in front of you, okay? Because I know that sometimes when people shoot, they kinda sway forward, which is fine. But if you shoot the ball and you lean too much to the side or you lean too much to the front, right? Or you're falling away, you're trying to shoot a fadeaway jump shot, it's not really gonna help you, okay? So ideally, you wanna make sure that when you shoot, you land either in the same spot or you land just in front of you, okay? You wanna sway a little bit in front of you, okay? So balance. How do we set up balance? So when it comes to me, right, I'm somebody that played in college. I also was fortunate enough to play semi-pro. I like to shoot with a little tilt in my shot. And if you really watch how the game is played in the NBA, you have guys like Kyrie who shoots with a tilt. You have guys like Steph Curry who shoots with a tilt. Damian Lillard shoots with a tilt. So if you're a lefty, right, James Harden, he shoots with a tilt. You want to come just like this, right? But if you're a righty, you can shoot this way with a little tilt. Okay, now, what if I like to shoot straight, Coach Jeff, and I'm comfortable that way? Then shoot straight. All right, you got guys like Klay Thompson that shoot straight, 10 toes facing the rim. If that works for you, then go ahead. You got to shoot that way. Okay, a lot of people think that there's only one way to shoot. But if you look at the NBA, for example, all of the players that I just mentioned, they all shoot differently. Even though they all have a tilt, except for Klay Thompson, they still shoot differently. How they set the ball up, where they release the ball from, is still a different shot, right? So you have to make sure that you're balanced, but you also got to make sure that you're comfortable with how you want to balance yourself. Okay, so that's B. That's B. You got to make sure that you have a good balance, good tilt, right? Your feet are not too close. That's the last thing that you want to do. And you also don't want to shoot like this either. All right, so the next one we have is eyes. Everything is all in the eyes. If you go on Google right now and you look at the research shows that when you're looking at the rim, when you're looking at the target, you have a higher chance of making the shot, okay? So if I catch the ball and I'm looking down then all of a sudden I want to look up now to shoot the ball, I got a lower chance of making my shot. But if I'm right here and I catch it, and as soon as I catch it, I'm looking up at the rim, now I have a higher chance of making the shot. So that's true, all right? That's a true statement. All the great shooters, they're looking at the target long before they shoot the ball, okay? Even if I catch the ball and I'm in a triple threat, all right, my head is still up. While I'm looking straight, I can still look up and see the rim, okay? So if I'm here, right, and I catch the ball, I'm in a triple threat position, you probably can't tell that I'm looking straight. It probably looks like I'm looking up at the rim, right? And all I have to do is just go up. If I'm triple threading again and I'm here, right, I just have to go up just like this, okay? That's why when they say triple threat, you gotta make sure you can see the whole court. When you're seeing the whole court, your head is up, now you have a higher chance of just looking at the rim right away if you decide to shoot. But if I triple threat and I'm looking down like this the whole time, okay, and then now I decide to shoot, it's gonna be harder for me to shoot. All right, so you gotta make sure that you're looking like this. You triple threat, maybe you can see where their feet is, but you're still looking up, and then you shoot it right away. All right, so you gotta make sure you're looking at the rim. The next one that we have is the elbow, meaning you have to tuck your elbow in when you shoot. You got it. This is a myth. Man, you guys want to know what my nickname was when I was playing college ball? Mid-range. They called me mid-range because my mid-range game was just, it was pretty good. I don't want to be cocky. I want to be humble, but they called me mid-range because the jumper was about 63% during the season. All right, I didn't really miss that much from mid-range. A lot of it is because I shot a lot. I put in a lot of reps. There was a lot of different shooting drills that I did, and so I'm all about trying to give it back to you guys. And so what I did was I decided to create a shooting PDF document that's gonna help you guys become better shooters, okay? So if you don't know how to shoot, or maybe you do know how to shoot, but you wanna increase your shooting percentage, you wanna shoot better, you wanna miss less, this PDF document is gonna help you. And you know how I know? Because it helped me out. So listen, it's only gonna be $7, all right? $7, that's it. So that it can get into the hands of a lot of people to just become better shooters. That's really what I want, is for you to become a better shooter. And so it's right there in the description. All you gotta do is just click the link down below, all right, and you'll be able to get it. Or you can go to asiamahacademy.com and you'll be able to get it there as well, all right? It's asiamahacademy.com and you'll be able to get the shooting document. If you wanna be a better shooter, I guarantee all you gotta do is just make that purchase, get that PDF document, and you'll become a better shooter, all right? Now let's get back to the video. All right, this is a myth. When I'm shooting the ball, okay, this might be uncomfortable for some people to keep the elbow tight, just like that, and shoot it this way. Some people, when they shoot, their elbow's pointing out. You already see right now, shooting this way, the elbow is out. There's a lot of players that shoot with their elbow out. Okay, Damian Lillard, Kyrie, Luka, KD, they all shoot with their elbow out. Devin Booker, okay? The only player, as of right now, the only player I know that shoots with his elbow tucked in is Jason Tatum. Everybody else shoots with their elbow out, all right? So instead of you thinking about your elbow, what you really need to be thinking of is, where should I release the basketball from? Where you need to release it from is either your eyebrows or your forehead. A lot of players release it from their forehead, all right? So if I were to reinvent beef, it would be B.E.E.F, okay? That's how I would do it, B.E.F. That's how I would say it, all right? Because you want to shoot it from your forehead. Your elbow doesn't matter. You can shoot it like this, you can shoot it like this, all right? Your release point is what matters even more, okay? If you release it from here, it's gonna be harder for you to really get the shot off in the first place. It's gonna be easy to block your shot if you shoot it from down here, but your elbow's tucked in, but you shoot it from down here, it's gonna be hard to get that shot off. If you shoot it like this, if you shoot it like this right here, behind your head, even if my elbow's tucked in, my shot might not go that far. Okay, that's a weird way to shoot the ball, right? I shoot the ball and I'm like this, and I shoot it like that. Well, my elbow is tucked in, all right? But my release point is off. That's a weird way to release the ball. You gotta shoot the ball right here from your forehead. Okay, you gotta shoot it from your forehead. So if I'm here, shoot it from my forehead, that's a bucket every time. Okay, I'm here, straight from the forehead. Okay, I'm looking at the rim and all of that. My balance is good, straight from the forehead. All right, so that third one is F. F for forehead, okay? Which brings me to the last letter, which, as you guys know by now, is a true statement. You gotta follow through, okay? You gotta hold your follow through. I know Steph Curry, he shoots fast and he goes like this, but do you know how many times Steph Curry shoots on the daily in the gym? Steph Curry is shooting all the time, okay? If you wanna get to that level, you have to be able to go through the basics. You gotta go through all the steps. You gotta make sure you're shooting the ball a lot of times with you holding your follow through. All right, you gotta make sure you hold that follow through. Okay, notice every single time that I shot the ball from my forehead, I held my follow through up until the ball touched the rim. Right, you see that? So if I do it one more time, again, you see I got the balance. I'm looking at the rim from my forehead, follow through. That's how you wanna shoot the ball. So you wanna make sure that you're holding your follow through every time you shoot the ball. But when you shoot it, you flick your wrist as you follow through, right? And you just hold it up. Okay, so again, we got the steps. We have B.E.F. And I probably should add the last F for flicking your wrist, because you gotta make sure you flick your wrist. You can't just throw the ball, right? You gotta make sure you're flicking it. Okay, so B is the balance. You gotta make sure that you're on balance. You're not leaning over. You're not catching the ball and you're fading while you shoot. You have to make sure that you're controlled, right? You have your feet on the ground and you're ready to shoot the ball. Okay, like I said, if you want to shoot with a tilt, that's the best way to shoot it, but you can also shoot with 10 toes straight to the rim. If you want to shoot it that way, I would suggest that you watch Klay Thompson, see how he shoots it, watch his footwork behind that. And then we have eyes, which is the next thing. You have to look at the rim. You got to make sure you look at your target, right? Very, very important. Again, as I mentioned, you have a higher chance of making the shot every time you look at the rim. So you got to make sure you're watching the rim right before you shoot it so that you can increase your chances of making it. And then the next one, remember, as I said, it's supposed to be elbow, but that's a myth. Okay, we're going to replace it and we're going to change it to forehead. All right, it's going straight from your forehead. Okay, you got to shoot the ball from your forehead. And your elbow, it doesn't matter. Your elbow could be tucked in or it could be sticking out. Okay, whatever is comfortable for you. You got to just catch it. Make sure you release the ball from your forehead. Okay, that's the next one. And then after that, we have the follow through. You got to make sure you follow through. What do I mean by that? You got to make sure that when you shoot the ball, that your hand stays up until the ball touches the rim or it goes in the net. Okay, that's what we mean when we say follow through. You got to follow through. If you shoot the ball and your hands drop immediately, that's going to hurt your chances of making the shot. Okay, when you shoot the ball and you follow through, you get to aim better, you put more accuracy on the shot, right? And it just increases your chances of making it. Okay, so you have to follow through. And then the last one, like I said, this is like a bonus, flick your wrist. Okay, this is like an underrated thing. For some reason, sometimes people don't flick their wrists as often as they should. Flick your wrist. You'll be surprised how much you make your shot when you flick your wrist. All right, it's not talked about enough. Everybody wants to think about all the other mechanics, but flicking your wrist might be the most important thing. Okay, when you flick your wrist, you give yourself a high chance to put a good spin on the ball, and it increases that soft touch around the rim. You know how sometimes when people shoot, remember that time when Kawhi hit that shot and he was sitting there on the side and the ball was going around the rim? He flicked his wrist. Kawhi flicked his wrist that time. Okay, so when you flick your wrist, you give a good bounce on the rim, you know, and when it hits the rim, it starts to, you know, have a soft touch. Okay, you increase your chances of making the shot when you flick your wrist. Okay, so just flick your wrist. Now that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it gave you guys some value. If it did, please do us a big favor and give us a thumbs up. All right? If you have any questions or any comments that you would like to make, please feel free and leave a comment down below. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos that comes out. All right? That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. And always remember, the lion mentality lives here.